So when we're talking about strength training, and that is one of the keys to your program design, why is strength training important for athletes like a basketball player or a soccer player? Why would strength training be reflective of their performance when they are actually playing the sport?
Sure, that's a really detailed question. So I would like to first start by saying the number one goal of being a strength coach with your athlete is beyond just getting them strong. Anyone can get anyone strong. That's easy. But you have to look at the athlete as a whole and say, okay, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? And number one is injury prevention,
Yeah.
because you're training an athlete and they're not a weightlifter. All they care about is playing time in their sport. That's their craft. That's what they do. All they care about is playing their sport. And if they're injured, they can't play.
Yeah.
You're a professional athlete, you play, you're going to lose money, your contract, so forth. In college, if you're injured, you can't play, you're going to miss out on opportunities to brand yourself and show the world what you can do and get to that next level. So
Yeah.
the reason of what we do is to prevent injuries. And injury is going to happen in sport. You
Yeah.
can't prevent everything. But at the same time, with that, you can do a lot to balance the individual out from a strength standpoint, from a mobility standpoint. You can increase speed, you can increase jumping, all that type of stuff. So in sport, we know that the fastest athlete wins. Like no matter
Yeah.
what, doesn't matter how strong you are, the fastest athlete is always going to win. Correct?
Yeah.
But that leads to the question of, well, how do you increase speed? And we can get into a little bit more detail later on, but you have to get stronger to get
Yeah.
faster. So there's a lot of different moving parts like that. But you have to look at the athlete and say, okay, we're going to train you to balance you out from a strength standpoint, structural balance and things like that, to prevent
Yep.
injuries. But also, how can we improve your performance? Because in basketball or whatever sport, you can't jump too high, you can't run too fast, you can't be too well conditioned, you can't be too strong. But beyond just getting stronger, you have to think of it in terms of like an engine. You have to increase the athlete's power output and work
Yep.
capacity. So it's like your car. If you have a four cylinder, and that's when you first get your hands on the athlete, you want to turn him into a V12, right? You want
Yeah.
that guy a bigger engine so he can produce more force and velocity and things like that. So, but there's another aspect that's really changed, and this didn't exist 15, 20, 25 years ago. But your job as a strength coach now isn't just to prevent injuries. It isn't just to get them stronger. It isn't just to get them faster. You're also there as a strength coach with athletes, believe it or not, for mental health. You're
Yes.
there to instill confidence, instill positive energy,
Yep.
because these athletes in today's world are so it's external motivation. It's Instagram. It's a quote of the day, and it's just they become so numb to this. And so I look at my players and say, okay, what can we do to intrinsically motivate you?
Yeah.
Like you need to wake up every day wanting to get better. I tell my players, like, look, it's not just my job to make you better. You need to make me better.
Yeah.
You need, and so there's a lot of different dynamics now that exist of like why you're a strength coach. Yeah.